We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button, tell me know you watch this video, helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corp, a stock that I have been watching since it all started way back at $11. We caught this one pretty early on in the pre-market over at the Discord, and it nearly went up 17x in just 2 days. Now, through the downfall, I've actually talked about the valuation, the possibility of how investors were going to react to this, how low it could go, how high it can try to go. And in yesterday's video, I shared my thoughts on what 42 Vision was showing in Ultimate 42 Vision, which we're going to break down in today's video. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if you want to get on early with us every single morning, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we're going to jump right into it here with DWAC, Digital World Acquisition Corp. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you want to get on early with us every single morning, we strive for opportunities like these. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning, and every single one of them gave 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, and even up to 10 to 20%. But one of them turned out to be a home run. We caught this one with super low volume. It turned out to be one of our home runs on December 31st. Had a lot of hype behind it, and this is how it performed in a matter of minutes, guys. We caught it at $6 in the pre-market. It was under a bull indicator on Ultimate 42 Vision. It had strength on 42 Vision, and towards the bell, it continued pushing upwards. In just about 15 to 20 minutes, it hit a highest point of 30% plus, guys. If you want to get on early with us every single morning, we strive for opportunities like these. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we're going to jump right into it here with these charts. So here we are with DWAC, and a lot of investors in yesterday's video in the comments were really bullish and excited and shared their thoughts on why they believe this stock was going to go higher. And some of the things that were stated are very true. There's a lot of investors for the first time investing actually purchasing this stock that was coming out on different news articles, and people were talking about it on many different forums due to the fact that this is more than just a stock. People see it as a movement, and you can clearly see it by how this stock jumped up on this date. And we also broke down the article that came out on that same day talking about the release date of Truth Social. Now, when you talk about this release date and you look at what day we're in, this stock is having right now a lot of euphoria and anticipatory runs. Could this last into February 21st is the big question. There's a lot of people trading this. There's a lot of people holding this. It all depends on what people's strategy is moving forward. A lot of people think this could go over $100, and it's already done it before, and it's fighting to get back up there again. So anything is possible. And some people are projecting this one north of $300 as well. Those are some really bold and bullish predictions, which are all possible in the long run as well. I don't take that away from the possibility, but we also have to be realistic within how stocks move and volume, right? So I'm going to pull up Ultimate 42 Vision, and those of you that are interested, you can now gain access to this as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicators. You'll gain access to the daily watch list, weekly watch list, and a community of investors all looking to learn and grow together, as well as the premium indicators to navigate through the volatility of the markets without guessing and focusing in on what really matters to maximize profits and minimize losses. As you can see here, it's had a bull indicator here on the 30-minute since $53, and it's already up nearly almost 50%, guys. That is all strength on 42 Vision and a bull indicator on the 30-minute since January 10th after pulling back, slightly had a bear indicator. That was another trade right there from 57 all the way down to 51, which was just about a 10% drop, and it's been going upwards nearly almost 40 to 50% in the last 3 days. Now, in yesterday's video, I talked about support levels here, None of them were touched. The closest one was 61.47, didn't even reach it. And the resistance level was $66. It needed to get broken through. And you could see how the stock was fighting at the beginning of the day to get through it. Kept touching 68, 67, dropped back down towards 63, but didn't touch the support of the day or even the previous day. If it even touched it, it probably would have bounced right back up because it did it right here as well. And you could just see how it was fighting at the beginning of the day, and finally it broke through that and it started taking off to newer highs. Now, what's the resistance for tomorrow, right? That's what everybody wants to know, because a lot of people are looking at this as like, okay, is this the beginning of the run all the way until February 21st? I'm here to tell you my humble, honest opinion. Stocks don't run for more than 3 to 5 days back to back until they finally start to correct. And you can go ahead and look at any other run scenario this stock has had. It's always been 2 to 3 days. Even the day it went from 11 to 171, it happened in 2 days. Then it pulled back, went from the 60s all the way back up to 120. That was about 2 days. And if you just zoom out and you look at all the times this stock has gone up, it only goes back to back for several days. Could this be the exception? Who knows, right? But from here where we're at all the way towards February 21st, it's not going to be a straight shot. And if that does happen, that is going to be a huge move on this stock. One of the key things I'm watching right now is the daily volume, right? Average 10-day volume is 6 million. The daily volume is 16 million right now. Yesterday, it was a little bit lower, and today it's going up. If that maintains and inflows continue to pick up, there is strength here in this chart. So if we pull up Ultimate 42 Vision once again here on the 30-minute, there's been strength, and the highest point of the day was $73. That definitely needs to be broken through. But based off the history of the chart, we need to break above it, stay above it, not reject it, and get over 77 to then get back up to 100. From 77, touch over 80s, from 80s to 100. Now, it's reaching a pivotal moment, okay? When you look at this history, if you look at it, it tried getting up there after the big drop here all the way down to the 60s, tried coming back up to the 70s and 80s, and it got rejected there, and it started falling, consolidated, falling, consolidated, trying to recover, consolidated until the movement of now, right? So you want to be able to realize that this is at a very important point in the charts based off of resistance levels, history, and rejections. Now, if this could break through this and continue and form a support somewhere in the 80s or high 70s, that is going to be some strength. That is going to be wild, right? What we would see is the bulls are taking control here of this chart and maximizing on the opportunity of pushing this up on this news. And it's an anticipatory run and a lot of hype because of what is there to come, right? There's a projected day and everyone's reacted to that news. Now, if I pull up the 4-hour, which I pulled up in yesterday's video, this had been under a bull indicator since the beginning of the run in the 50s. And here we are up to the $73 mark. If you go ahead and look at it, it's been back to back. And every single time there's about 3 or 4 of these back to back, there's a moment that there's a correction, right? Well, I wouldn't say a correction, but there's a pullback, okay? So you want to be aware of this and not get caught up in the situation that a lot of investors, and I have this circled because I made a video in the past of before this bear indicator even popped up, that try to catch this as weakness was forming and have been holding and averaging down all the way until now. So you have to think about the investment psychology, okay? There's people that are probably trying to get out at a small profit because they've been holding for months. There's people probably excited right now because they see the momentum and believe this can go higher. And there's others trying to break even or per se cut their losses. Like not get out as low as they saw it once, because if they saw how low their account was at 40 and they got in at 70 and now they're at 71, they have a decision to make. Is this the time where I move this capital somewhere else because I've spent the last several months waiting, This is just how investors think. Now, everybody that likes DWAC knows that this is going to fly and that this has potential in the future, but this is the process that any investor would feel about any stock. And a lot of people are bullish on this. And I believe that if it could break through $77, it's going to go even higher. Just like I said yesterday, if it broke through 66, it would go higher, right? But there's investors out there asking all these questions. And just based off the history of the chart, this can only last for so long before it gives up, gets a little exhausted. And I'm not saying it's going to pull back and collapse, but it could have a slight pullback that can discourage holding now, even though it may go higher. And this turns out to be the setup, right? That line right there, that pullback for the next bull run, guys. That's how it happens, right? You want to see these pullbacks. Look what happened here. Look at where we're at. Look at the bull indicator. Look at the strength. So pullbacks are healthy sometimes. But when it comes to investing, it depends on what part of that pullback are investors in, okay? You always want to remember that. There's the people at the bottom, and there's people at the top, and there's people in between. And all those different investors dictate the direction of a stock, because either they hold, either they buy more, or they sell. So if we go ahead and look at the 1 day, same thing. This has been under a bull indicator since $52, went up to the 60s, rejected. $66 was a key resistance level. We've broken through it. We want to see this go back to back several days. But the last time it happened as well, and it happened with a lot of strength, it only lasted 2 of these back to back. Then there was a smaller one, and then it shifted into red with green. So I'm just going based off the technicals and what the charts are showing. And there's a lot of people trying to trade this. There's a lot of people trying to hold this. And there's a lot of people seeing this go north of $100. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. I'm sharing my honest, humble opinion here of what I'm seeing. And if this does pull back, the first support is 67. And then the second one is 62. And I would watch how the bulls try to react in that area, if they try to bounce back up, or if the bears are tearing this one down fairly fast. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.